Hey guys, if you've pressed play then you're watching Globalize TV. We're coming to you from Marion Bay Falls Festival, and with us today is Freddie and Pete from the Vaccines. How's it doing, boys?
Great, thank you. How are you?
Oh, good, thank you.
Also great, thank you.
Also great, and how was the lawn last night?
It was amazing, but we were a bit jet lagged and sunstroked and everything, so we kind of took it easy for tonight. So we're highly anticipating our New Year's party. It's going to be great.
Fantastic, gonna party hard. And what about you?
I don't know, we'll just see what happens, I think. But yeah, I think it'd be good to, if we can make it to midnight, that'd be...
Still feeling the jet lag a bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
And how are you finding Australian festivals in general compared to like UK and US festivals?
They're amazing. Yeah, this is like our third crack at them, really. I mean, the first time we were here was for Splendour, and then we were Big Day Out last year.
That's very different to this, isn't it? Big Day Out.
Yeah, I mean, that was a different kind of thing, I guess. But yeah, so far it's been amazing for us, yeah.
This is my favourite, yeah. I mean, because there's something quite military about British festivals. There's so much security, and it's also kind of regimented. It kind of goes against what the ethic of what a festival is supposed to be about. And this festival is just kind of seems a bit more like a hippie fest.
Yeah.
And I really like that. I think that's
yeah, it really sort of embraces the old sort of almost Woodstock feel and environmental and like just chilled vibe. Yeah, it's really cool.
And the music is like additional. It's like a bonus, you know. And people are just kind of happy to be in the setting. It's not like you're in some kind of car park, kind of, you know, killing each other to get to the front to see a band. It's kind of like everything's a bonus. It's good.
Yeah. Whereas here you've got the amazing views in the background. Do you think you'll get down to, you know, have a bit of a splash in the water tomorrow, maybe?
We went surfing, if you can call it surfing. We tried to go surfing yesterday in Lawn, which was awesome. I don't think we're going to get time to go today.
We fly straight off to Sydney tomorrow, so yeah, we can't. We haven't got much time to hang out, which is a shame.
But we are going to go skydiving in Sydney.
Really? That's pretty cool. I've done skydiving. That's awesome.
I've never done it, but a tour manager said I've got a discount voucher for a skydive. And we're kind of thinking, is that the type of thing that you'd want to get a discount on? You know,
might be a bit dodgy.
Save $20, you know.
Like, can I give you all the money and then you make it
Just
more
make sure
safe?
Get it right.
Just like 20 backup shoots somehow.
Yeah.
Tiger Blood was produced by Albert Hammond Jr. How did that come about?
Well, we were touring with the Arctic Monkeys in America, and Ryan, who manages the Strokes, was there with Albert, Nick, and Fab Brizio, and they saw our gig. And then the next week, we had an email from Ryan to our manager saying, you know, Albert's in the studio, upstate New York. Do you guys fancy going up there when you're in town for the? Because we were playing a show a couple of months later in New York, and so yeah, we just went. It was an amazing experience. It was really cool because it's nice to have someone that you admire so much acknowledge what you do. It gives you a kind of gives you a lot of confidence in what you're doing. It's great.
Cool. And on the flip side of that, going to your fans, the wetsuit film clip was completely crowdsourced. Was that your idea?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And so, you know, how did you come up with that, and how did you go about actually getting that footage?
Well, it just seemed like you want to weld the barrier between the audience and the band, and it's just something people are doing in Instagram and all these things. People sharing photographs, and how do we actually go about getting it done?
Well, it used that Instagram thing, you know, where you can tag a picture with something, and then, you know, if it's like in Twitter, if you can search that tag and it'll come up with all these photos. So I just said to people to tag the vaccines in it if they wanted it to be in the video, and then we ended up like having to go through and
like a million pictures.
we got like hundreds of thousands of pictures that we had to go through, that we enjoyed going through and
it's a hard life.
Yeah.
It is the hardest life.
Yeah.
Were you expecting the response for that to be so huge?
I don't think we were expecting people to be as creative as they were. I mean, they were so amazing. There's a guy, what was the guy crowd surfing in a wheelchair, and there's some amazing pictures. And people are really creative with it, and you still meet people who got their photograph in, and it's a big deal to them, and so it's awesome. It's sort
of like a give and
really well.
Yeah, it's like a give and take between you and your fans, and Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes something together. It's really cool. I like that idea a lot. Being on tour, what's it like living in each other's pockets all the time? Do you get a bit...
It's just like if you have brothers and sisters, it's the same as when you're growing up in close quarters. Like you miss each other when you're not with each other, and you want to kill each other when you are. But you're kind of like closer than brothers, really. Which has many ups and downs and all these things. But I guess it gets a bit more intense when you're on the bus for a long time and you're literally sleeping on top of each other.
Yeah.
And the smallest things, everyone's little idiosyncrasies just drive you mental. You know, every little thing. But well, that's me personally. Maybe the other guys aren't as angry as I.
Is there anything you want to talk to me about?
Okay.
Say it to my face.
Say it to the camera.
So, is anyone more demanding than someone else in the band at all?
Oh no.
No, we're all pretty annoying.
We're pretty annoying.
So your frontman Justin's been quoted to say that pop can be interpreted as a bit of a dirty word, and that you guys don't think that that should be the case necessarily. So on pop, what have been some influences for the Vaccines?
Well, wow.
I think it's very difficult. I mean, it's because it's a word that applies to so much, and I think that's maybe what we were. You know, that's how we feel about pop. Is like, you know, rather than being a genre, it's kind of a sensibility.
Yeah, it's more of an approach than it is something specifically, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like but there's bands and pop artists alike that have that have an approach to writing, and having the search for the perfect pop song, and that could be anyone from the Beatles and the Beach Boys to ABBA to Lady Gaga to I mean, it could be anyone, but if it's like that, it's that search and that sort of the heart in it, I think, is more important. Really.
I think we like to embrace the kind of genreless approach, and in our dressing room there'll be anything from like maybe obscure pop like Joey Rafferty, and then but we'll listen. If the new Taylor Swift song is good, then we'll have it on repeat. Yeah. You can't discriminate. You just what's good is good and what's bad is bad. I don't
I think your job as an artist, or maybe how we see our job is to find that thread that runs between all the stuff that makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, I mean, I think if you approach your life and your music saying that this stuff is good and that stuff is bad based on genre, you're selling yourself really short.
Yeah, it's just pure discrimination, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's silly. It's silly.
No, I agree completely. I'll listen to all different types of genres, and yeah, I think that's right. Everyone should just go by what they think is good, not what someone says is good.
Exactly. It's there to be enjoyed, isn't it?
Definitely. And I just thought that a bit of a 1970s punk feel comes through occasionally. Is the Clash an influence there at all?
Well, yeah. The Clash are a very important band to me personally. Yeah. Mick Jones is one of my favorite guitar players. It was really cool that a band that had such strong ethics and such a strong direction then embraced pop and went from being like a kind of straight up punk band to being what they did on London Calling, and like breaking the mainstream, but with all the right. I don't know. Like if I ever feel like I'm losing my way with what a band should mean, I always go back to the Clash, because I think they never compromised. They always got it right. And like when they did Sandinista, they forewent all their publishing money so they could print a four vinyl LP, and it was affordable for kids to buy. Like every step that they did it all right. So I just admire them very much. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Good to hear. Well, thank you so much for talking to us at Globalize TV. It's really great to talk to you, and I hope you have a fantastic night tonight and a great New Year's.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm Camilla Kilbane. You've been watching Globalize TV.